regardless of it. So I'm like, if I just have the audio, then I mean, it could always just be like,
Oh, it has in-body memory? That's awesome.
So I'm just trying things a little bit different, dude. I found this out the other day with the lady that I did the podcast with.
Hold on. Let me warm up.
Oh, I thought you went already, my bad.
I gotta warm up too.
Because when you guys came in here last time with you and Alex, you just set up the tripod and just kind of like leave it there for you, then I'm guessing?
Kind of,
Yeah.
in a sense. I mean, I kept going up and checking on it, but it doesn't really bother anyone. If it does, I'll just move it.
I didn't know if anybody had ever said anything to you or not.
Nah, not yet.
That was good. I don't know if you want to put it more on, like, the beater instead.
Is it falling off to the side?
A little bit. I just think that might be a little bit better spot. I also want to switch like that as well too.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you're good, man. You need 5 or 10 or 2.5? 5? Yeah, I got you, brother. Because I did a podcast the other day, receiver gain, I don't want that one. Transmitter gain. Just put this at 1, put a UR1 as well. But I found that out after the fact because like the first time it didn't record for one of the podcasts that we did. So,
And you still had audio.
but I erased the memory. I formatted that card. So like I haven't checked it quite yet, but I don't think I have it with Emma, which is kind of a downside. But I don't know, dude. I'm trying something different because like I figure we have conversations like this, and sometimes people will listen primarily just to like the audio aspect of it, but they won't watch the video. So I was like, if it's more of a genuine conversation type of thing, there might be more value to it. Because I don't know if you saw the video that I just uploaded the most video on the channel as well too, where it's just 7.5 hours, just like
I have not seen
that's
that.
like that's all it is, and it's me just going through what I did in the month of December. Like no hard cuts or edits or anything like that. It's just like, this is what happened and this is what I did.
Yeah, I think if you can find people that enjoy talking at the gym, it would be cool to watch.
Yeah.
Like Sam Soul, watching him work out and talk is fun.
But it's because I've only seen some of his clips where he's never really talking with anybody else. It doesn't seem like.
Right.
So he's
That's
mainly
what
just him talking to himself.
That's what I mean, because usually a lot of people are so focused on their workout, they don't want to be talking to other people. But if you can find the people that want to work out and talk, I think that'd be great.
Which that's all I have, dude. It's just that. Like that's it. Like that's what I know. That's how I have been doing it. That's how like when you're like you come and work out and you get so focused and you don't talk to anybody. I'm like, if you're with me, like that's just not how it's gonna work unless I'm in that mindset where I'm just like, if I knew that like you wanted to push yourself and go to that next level, I'd be like, all right, we'll just shut up and we'll just go. But I was just like, I wasn't getting that vibe from you today, so.
I mean, it's mainly probably because I haven't been here in a while. So I want to like get back at it, but I mean, if you're the person I'm working out with, I can easily talk to you, no problem.
Okay, I guess I could always do gym podcasts without having audio on. Or without having a visual.
Maybe.
That could possibly work.
Well, the visuals are fun as well.
That is true. It's just it's a matter of trying to keep, I feel like everything else, like being cognizant of everybody else at the gym as well too.
Good news, I haven't lost too much strength.
Good.
Let's go.
Do a 25.
25s?
Yeah,
Got it.
That's a poor design. Yeah, I heard about this gym. That girl that I told you I was talking with, I ended up separating because
The most recent one?
yeah,
Ah.
yeah, I went out to Idaho Springs and went into like the caves and everything like that, and I got super stoned. And like after I came out, I was like, my heart was just like pounding out of my chest, and I was like, I need to address something that I'm not addressing right now. So I ended up doing that and talking to her, and I was like, yeah, I just don't think that this is gonna go in the right direction or the right place. I was sad. I mean, she was a little frustrated at it as well too, but I was just like, it was. I think it was what we had to do, but I should have ended it a lot sooner and just trusted my intuition with not making her anything other than like a client or a coach of some sort. So.
That's not the right head for it.
You guys mind if I borrow 5?
No, man,
Go
all
ahead.
yours. If you need a 45 too, you can.
Fuck, that's not the right head for it.
Well, I guess we'll just do audio. Or you can do handheld stuff too if you want to, like whenever I'm lifting.
When you go up to like 2 plates or more, if you are, then I'll do some handheld stuff.
Okay.
Just so we have like.
Well,
the
you
clips.
said you were wanting to get clips of me at the gym, so I figured like could do that.
Right.
So, because I'll go up to 225 after this one.
Rookie mistake.
Oh.
Have you not benched in a while?
No, I benched on. Fuck. Wednesday? No, Tuesday. I think I benched on Tuesday. So. But yeah, no, I just learned this thing today right before I came up and flipped with you. And it was talking about how, like, people in therapy, Freud discovered this, where it's just like sometimes in therapy and in coaching, there can be I wouldn't say a parasympathetic, but it's like people will gain feelings for each other instead of relationships. So like say there's a male therapist and a female like client, sometimes that male therapist will become attracted to the female will be attracted to the male.
Really?
And there was a thing that he said where it's just like, when you're doing therapy, and like say you sleep with your therapist or whatever, are you doing it for yourself or are you doing it for them? And I was just like,
Oh.
huh.
Oh. Yeah, are you trying to be better or are you trying to fix them?
Yeah, but like
Oh.
that's the crazy thing, because like you could think that is you fixing them, but it's also like it's not really the right way to go about doing that.
Right.
You want a 10 or you want to stay with the 135 or what are you thinking?
I'm gonna do this one more time and then probably on my 3rd set I'll add some 10s. Just so I can get those muscles warmed back up.
Cool.
Let's see, I didn't get to count how many I did last time. And I'm not even on creatine anymore, so if I can still get the same numbers, I'll be very happy.
It's good, dude. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Give me 2 more. 7, 8. You got 10. 2 more. Let's go. 9. 2 more. 10. Push. Do you drive with your legs at all?
Kind of.
Okay. So we can work on that as well too, because a
Should
lot
I
of
be using more legs or less?
so you can be using a lot more legs. So, like, let's say I'm here, so like my legs, because like your legs are gonna be a driving force for you getting a bench up.
Really?
So like when I'm pushing and doing my bench, I'm almost like my legs are fully engaged right now.
Ah.
But like right now they're not, so I'm not really pushing with my legs, but I'm almost driving back as I push. And that's why sometimes like you'll see people's asses come off the bench because they're driving with their legs so much.
Okay.
So like the bench is also a full body lift, just as like the squat or like a deadlift is.
Okay.
And I used to think that it was just like an upper body thing, but I've come to realize it is more of like a full body aspect of it.
Okay. Yeah, I do try to use my legs, but I'll be more mindful of it.
Yeah, dude, I think it's pretty good. Yeah, like it takes time because I didn't do it at first either. Like I didn't even know about it until I started lifting with Steve, and he helped me get my bench up like tenfold because I started to use other muscles and other parts of my body that I didn't know. It's like you also want to be able to like bring your back back. So like when I'm here, so like when I take the bar off and I'm coming down, like my back's already tight. So if I just release my back, the bar is moving without me even having to move like my arms or anything like that.
Okay. How much you want to add?
45.
Plate. I'm assuming I don't have to plug in the mics to this.
No, I mean, because there's onboard audio on that, right? Like, I mean, if you wanted to, but because, like, do you have onboard audio on that without having
Yeah.
it? So, like, we can always sync it up afterwards, or I can share this audio file with you. You can
Okay.
always sync it up within,
Right,
I think you use Premiere, but there's probably a way to sync it up into whatever you are using.
I'll figure it out. DaVinci is very.
And plus, like, when I'm lifting, dude, I'm not going to be talking.
Right.
Give me, like, 20 seconds.
I probably won't even use that much audio, but maybe like the sound of the gym, the ambient sounds.
Which, I mean, that you could always get from your onboard camera, I would assume.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Let me get all the settings dialed in real quick.
Yeah, no worries. Look at that view of the mountains, dude. So cool.
I'm dropping the white balance so we can get that cool white, blue colors.
It's like I said, I trust you. You're the expert when it comes down to these types of things with the camera. Like, these are things that I never studied myself when I was doing them. So, alright. Oh, baby boy. Oh, dude. Oh, Jesus. That's rough, dude, but it works. So, but yeah, like, I mean, you can kind of tell where, like, I'm driving my legs a little bit to get that weight up.
Right.
So, oh, I also slipped up a little bit when I took it off the bar, and I'm like, shit.
Don't worry, you got more chances.
Yeah, no, I'm not worried. Not worried in the least.
That's what I gotta teach my dad, to not be worried.
Yeah, dude, that whole thing. Like, are you talking about the twins, or what?
Not that, but he's very focused on just what could happen or what might happen in the future. That it creates a lot of fear, and it just stops him from doing things overall.
Yeah.
So that's something me and my stepmom have been trying to help him get over for the past 3 years, but it's still at such a high level. Like, it's just really bad.
It could just be so ingrained, like, in himself that he doesn't know any other way of doing it. And that's just all he has ever known. So, like, when that's all you know, it's just, what else are you supposed to do? And it could very well stem back from, like, past events or experiences that he probably had as a child or something like that.
Yeah.
Because I know that's where applied to myself as well, too. But it's just, like, understanding, because, like, we seem to look for traits or characteristics that, like, we are familiar with from, like, say the past. So you just want to relive those things over and over again. But by acknowledging them, then we can kind of overcome them and start doing things a little bit different the next time they come around.
Yeah, I mean, he's mainly scared of losing what he's built because he has to go through so much and give so much effort in from being able to transition from just a factory worker into an IT worker and actually have a decent income now, have a proper family, have a good house, that he's just always so worried about losing it. Because sometimes when he does talk, he does say like when you're spent so much building something, you're afraid to lose it. So that fear just blocks him from moving forward or even moving back, just anything at all.
What is also, is it ever really lost? Like, because like, do you ever really lose anything? Because he clearly still has the skills and the characteristics and the traits to be able to make, like, he could always go back and rebuild it type of thing. Yes, it will take some time, but I do understand the fear. But it's also like, if you have fear, then you can't allow like other aspects. Like, I guess I look at it from like, nature doesn't fear like if a forest fire comes. Like if a forest fire comes and destroys all the trees, like the trees are just going to be rebuilt in a more beautiful way type of thing. So I think sometimes that destruction or that willingness to fail brings up a new life that we never even imagined.
Right. That's a great way to look at it. I'm gonna tell him that for sure.
Go for 12 if you can.
12. That's my creatine number right there.
You got 12. I got you. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 7, 8.
I might need help.
Yep,
on this.
I got you. Come on. 9. It's all good. That's what we want.
Yeah, usually on like my second set, I get that high number and then it just starts going down from there.
So I think, and this could just be me, but like, because I do it on squats where like I'll hold it, but like squats I feel like are different holding the weight up because like you have more like your legs, you're used to standing up straight, but like on bench, like if you're holding the weight like out in front of you with your arms straight, it's like you're putting so much more strain on yourself they don't need to be putting on yourself. So it's almost like if you need a rest, I won't say it's good to rest down at the bottom, but like if you have a spotter like me, like you can rest, but it's also a lot harder to get out of the hole. So like I tried my best not to rest for more than like 1 or 2 breaths if I am resting on that, just because otherwise it does start to kind of like it fatigues me a little bit and I can't get as many reps as I wanted to.
Right. I do remember sometimes when I just go through it, I do get higher numbers. Yeah, I think it just comes down to like that mental block, like limiting, my mental limiting me.
Well, so think about it this way, like I'm here for you, so like I'm not gonna let the bar crush you. So like that mental aspect of it, like at least that's where I would always get stuck, is like, oh, the bar's gonna fall on me and crush me and I'm not gonna be able to get it up. I think changing that to being like, well, you're here to help me and like you're like, I know I can do this weight already. You're just taking off that like 10 pounds that I can't get up right now because I'm like struggling or whatever it may be.
Right.
Let's toss on a 10. If you can find one.
Want me to spot or record this?
Actually, I'll be good on this one. Plenty of spot on the next one.
Okay.
It's more of just like a safety precaution type of thing for
Right.
myself.
Now that's where the tripod would have came in handy, but I started switching everything to the Arca Swiss mount. And since I didn't bring my full backpack with me, the old tripods thing is in the backpack.
Yeah. Which, yeah, I mean the new Swiss mount that you have is, I'm guessing it's easier to transfer from tripod to tripod and you just kind of keep it locked on.
It's like the most modern and simplest one that a lot of different companies are adapting. So I'm also trying to make everything that so I can just quickly take my camera off and then clip it onto the next one instead of having to unscrew the mount, put a new mount on.
Because you're wanting tripods and like you're wanting to be able to have like a handheld one, right? And like a gimbal and everything like that. And I'm guessing the Arkham Swiss mount can go from
That one
different
also
ones
has
to
Arca
different
Swiss
ones.
mount.
Yeah.
I got a little tripod. That's the main one that came with the Arca Swiss mount. And then when I get the stabilizer, it's gonna have the same mount. And when I upgrade my tripod, that one's also gonna have the same Arca Swiss mount. So it's all gonna be on the same ecosystem for product efficiency.
Yeah. Which, I mean, that'll be good then, if that's the case. All right. Oh, 3 at what, 255, 245, 225, 245.
Yep.
Not too
That's
bad.
good. I think I'm gonna be done with the bench because you say we still want to do the dumbbell incline press, right?
Yeah,
That one's gonna be like one of the most fatiguing. So
just drop the weight.
you drive a hard bargain.
'Cause I still want to go up.
I'll do another plate then.
You said you wanted to do my workout, didn't you?
That's true. I did say that. I'll probably regret it by the end of the day, but
I mean, if you don't want me to break you, then I mean, I don't have to. Like, you can stop and I'll keep working out on bench, but I don't
you know
see
that's
that.
not the type of person I am.
That's what I'm saying.
I'd rather be broken, so then I can rebuild stronger.
Exactly. It's the only way we do grow. I mean, if you just want to go for like 3 sets of 5 now, if you want to, like
Let's
we
do
can
it.
do that. Which if we're gonna do that, let's toss them at. You want a 5 or a 2.5 on each side?
You want me to go up too?
Yeah.
Let's do the 5.
You want 5? An extra 10 pounds.
You know what? Let's just do the 10.
So you want 2 10s on each side. So like a 10 and a 10. So you want to
Actually,
be
no.
at
Let's do 5 and then 10 on the last one.
Okay.
Because we still have 2 more sets, right?
I mean, dude, I've done bench for a full hour before.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because like when you start to go up in weight, you need to give yourself more time to recover in between sets. So it's like, because like with powerlifting, if you want to go up in your bench and you want to have a stronger bench, like you need more time to rest and recover. That's why typically I'll do like 2 to 3, like 5, well, like 3 to 5 minutes in between. So I give my body enough time to recover for that next one that I'm gonna do. So then I can just do like the 1 explosive or the 3 explosive or whatever it may be. But I figure since you're getting around 9 to 10 at 135, we could add on an additional 10 pounds to bring you up to 150, 145. And I feel like if you can get sets of 5 easy on 145, then we can go up to 165 or just on a 2.5 and get you up to 160 instead.
Okay. Yeah.
If you're going for strength. If you're going for more aesthetic stuff, then obviously we'd rather drop down the weight and have you go from like 10 to 12 reps or 12 to 15 reps. So I don't know which one you're more wanting to go with.
Is there a balance?
I mean, for what I've always done is I've always aimed for sets of 5 to 10 because I get the strength aspect from it and I also get the aesthetics from it too.
Okay. Because I would love to hit 2 plates, but my main focus, I want it to be more aesthetics.
Yeah. So if you want to hit 2 plates, like I mean, it's best. That's why like doing sets of 5 here will be good because sets of 5 will build up the strength and will also get you the aesthetics as well too. Because then we can drop down and you can do sets of like 10 to 12 at like, what would that be? 70 plus 30 at like 105, 110 or something like that, and do sets of like 10, 12 there, where it's like it's easy enough where like you're still struggling and you're not completely killing yourself.
Okay. Let's do this. I wish I took pre.
You're good, dude.
I don't need pre.
You don't need it.
I have coffee, but that was because I like coffee. Not
If
for
you're
the
relying
caffeine.
on stimulants, what are you gonna do when you don't have it?
Facts. What do you say about creatine?
Creatine's always giving me headaches, so I just can't take it.
Really?
Yeah, I
Are
don't
you-
drink enough water. Like I get almost blackout headaches, especially if I start to do heavy weight on like the leg press or squats or something like that. Like I just can't breathe, so I'm just like I just don't take it anymore.
Huh. Yeah, you need to be drinking a lot more water.
Yep, exactly.
I found that when I'm taking creatine, I drink so much more water, so I might go back on creatine just so I can be drinking more water.
Yeah, I mean if it works for you, then I mean I say stick with it. But for me personally, I couldn't do it, man.
Alright. Why? That's only 10 pounds. Why does it feel so heavy? Ah, lightweight, baby.
There you go.
Lightweight.
3,
Lightweight.
2 more, 4.
Lightweight.
I got you. Oh,
Oh.
you psyched yourself out. I tapped and you're like, oh, he's taking it, so you gave up type of thing.
I don't think it's that. It's that like I have 100% power and then it just drops to 0 out of nowhere.
Where do you think that comes from?
Good question. Let's find out.
245s and 210s. This is actually a genius idea, don't you think? I think so. Because I don't know 10s. Got one. Another one.
Instead of 210s, why don't you just do a 25?
Because when you get up in this weight, dude, like you know how you were like,
The 10 pounds made such a difference.
because it's as you start to go up in these types of weight, it just makes everything like it's not the 10 pounds that adds a lot. It's all the other weight behind it that is just like this is a lot. Thanks, man. So we'll see how this goes. If this goes well, then I'll go up to 25. But I gotta test it out first, so I'd rather do 225 plus 40 is 265. So we'll do 265 for one. About 20 seconds ish, maybe 30. So how did that last one feel for you?
For me?
Yeah.
I mean, with a plate and a 10, I was able to get like 4 reps in, my best, before I took a month-long break.
But like just what you did just now, like how did those 5 feel at 145?
Way more than it should have. I might just keep those on for this next one too.
Yeah, we'll do one more heavy, and then we'll probably go down and see how that goes.
So for this heavy type of weight, should I be spotting with 2 hands or 1 hand?
So you probably won't need to spot me on this one. If you do,
Okay.
like, so don't touch it unless I say like help or something like that. Like
Alright.
you'll know like if no matter how slow the weight is moving.
When
Don't
you go
touch
back down, I'll know.
Yeah. So I'll be like help or something. Like I'll say something. You'll be like okay, and then from there like you don't have to like grab a whole lot. But like typically what I would do is I just put like both hands. But like you don't have to grab it because like. Clearly, I can do this weight, like the 225. So you're not helping me lift the 225. You're just helping take away like the 20 extra pounds that I put on it.
Right.
So like,
Okay.
but regardless of how slow it's moving, because most of the time, like I'll take it off the rack and I'll go down decently-ish slow. But on the way up, sometimes it's just like
But you can get through it.
it's this. I'm going this slow.
That's the best part of this set, where all your muscles are just working, and
Yeah.
that's where it gets stronger, right?
Yeah.
Right
so-
before failure.
Exactly. So you'll know if I need help, but otherwise, like in all likelihood,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
should be good.
Lightweight.
Oh. It's rough, dude. But yeah, we can call it there if you want. I mean, if you want to do one more set, I want to do at least one working set at 225. And we can go on to dumbbells.
Do you want to keep going?
So I want to do one working set at 225, and then we can go to dumbbells. So I don't know if you want to do one more at 145, or if you're wanting to call what you just did good. We'll leave that up to you.
I'm gonna call it
Okay.
just so I can still somewhat perform on the other ones. But if I hadn't taken a break, I would have been like, let's keep fucking going.
Yeah.
So maybe in like a few weeks, if you work out again, then I want you to push me to my limit, and I'll try to push you to your limit as well. Because even you were trying to go up a 10, and I'm just like, no, just go 25.
Yeah, see, so you'll understand this. My friends know this too about me. Like, if I don't want to do something, it's not happening.
Okay.
Like, if I know, like, you can push me and push me and push me, but if I know that, like, I'll do it to the right extent, but I won't go, like, past that extent type of thing. So, like, I'll go as far as, like, okay, I know that I can do this type of thing, but I also know that, like, I'm not going to try to kill myself in the effort to prove something to somebody else type of thing.
That's a good point, but that's also boring.
Yeah, then I'm boring, I guess. But like, if I find somebody else that's like, it's tough because it like, my buddy Steve, he would push me all the time to help me get to that next place. But it took time for me to get there. Cause like I don't want to lift and hurt myself and then be out of the gym because I feel like that's what happens too often. That's why like I'm giving you the freedom and the option to choose what you want to do because like I don't want to push you to the point where like, fuck Caleb, I don't want to be here, like this is too much for me, I never want to come back to the gym type of thing.
I will never be like that.
I know you won't, but I've seen that happen where it's just like people push themselves too hard, like with running or biking or walking or exercising, and then they don't build up the habit because they're trying to do things that they themselves, like they know they can do it, but they're doing it before their time type of thing. So I'd rather like look boring or look weak or whatever it is than be pushing myself to the place where I'm like, I don't want to injure myself or hurt myself, and then be ashamed that I didn't hit the thing that I wanted to hit and then never come to the gym again. I'd rather be at a place to where I feel comfortable doing it and just go just a little bit out of my comfort zone, not like leaps and bounds out of my comfort zone.
Okay. What about like just doing negatives? Like if you can do one rep and I grab it and I'm like 2 more and help you do 2 more.
Yeah, I don't even like that either.
You don't like those either?
No, like I think it works for some people because I've trained with other guys where they love doing those types of things. And I'll do it more on like legs or something like that. But for bench, I'll do it on arms as well too. Like doing like if we're doing negatives or something like that, and you're doing preacher curls and you have it here, and like somebody's pulling down while I'm like fighting against it, like that I get. But like doing the bench, I feel like there's more risk for injury that can happen from doing things like that than there is to gain from it. Like it's a short little thing, but I feel like you could break something or tear something that like you could, if you were just patient, like you would get to that same place.
Okay, I'll leave that stuff for me and Alex.
Yeah, like I mean, if you guys want to do that and you want to, by all means. But like for me, dude, it's not how I train. It's not how I work.
I'll leave it for me and Alex. Nice.
Oh. All right, that'll work. Thank you. Oh. Genius. So weird. Dude, it just seems so high. I don't like that. Is this only incline benches?
Yeah. So weird. Oh, you go high on incline.
No, I don't. I'm just like, it's fucking bizarre, dude. This stuff feels so weird. I don't like that. It's so high.
The sit butt
Yeah.
part, trust me, it does feel a little better.
Dude, it's so fucking weird.
When you get used to it, I've found that it helps me more.
Really?
Yeah.
It's so strange. I feel like it's just pushing my fucking groin in.
What's your heavy weight on these?
What?
How high do you go on the dumbbells?
We'll see.
What's the I like that answer.
40s right now is usually like a little warm up.
I'll do the same.
Oh.
I think the best I've hit on dumbbells has been 65.
65. We can get you up to that. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. More about control. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. There you go. Are you done with the 40s, or are you gonna?
I'll go up.
Where do the 40s go?
It's like two sections.
Gotcha.
So it goes from like 10 all the way to high
So
numbers,
40, 55.
and then it resets in the middle and then starts from 0 and
Okay.
goes high again. So these probably belong over there, unless if there's a third set of dumbbells. So we can just leave them right here under the other 40s.
Gotcha. Okay. So I typically go up by 15s.
15s?
Yeah, so 45, 55, and then we'll go, what would that be, 70, 85, and then maybe we'll go up to 100. We'll see how I'm feeling.
I'll stick with 55s.
Let's see how my elbow is. Oh, you want these right?
I'll do 55.
You can always grab clips of me doing these as well too.
I will. I was about to, but you just went at it so fast. I was like, oh. I'll
Yeah.
get the next one. So
I mean, tell me to slow down if you need me to. But
No. You go at your pace. I need to be matching you as a cameraman.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I'm like just ready to go type of thing. And it's just like,
Yeah. This is the first time we're working out together, so next time I can definitely get much better clips.
well, why not get the clips today? Like,
That too.
that's what's gonna change from today to the next one.
I'll be able to review the clips and then
But if you have no clips to review from today, how would you improve on the next one?
fit your Okay.
It's excuses. We're making excuses.
I am making excuses.
Avoid excuses.
The little inner bitch in me.
Yeah. It's just confidence, dude. Like if something like, so scenarios. Let's play it out real quick. These are scenarios that I would play in my head. It's just like, let's say we're filming, and somebody's like, "What are you doing filming right now?" It's just like, just filming. It's like, okay. Most likely, it's not going to go past that said thing, but it's also like, we're just creating content. If somebody says something, it's just like, all right, and just kind of move past it. So like,
Right.
I don't know. I'd just rather have things that are more like I've told you before. I'd rather have like the genuine stuff than the non-genuine things, because I feel like that's more of like where the connections and human like interactions come from, type of thing. So like on this next set, like if you want to get it out and just like, I'll just do as I normally would, just like as if you're here and you're just like a silent observer type of thing. But yeah, like, you know what I'm saying?
So it's My strength is gone. Oh,
Okay, you're good.
oh. That bench took out my strength.
So I'll tell you what I tell everybody else that lives with me. Do the weight that you feel comfortable with.
Okay.
Don't do the weight that I'm doing. Don't try to compete with me. Compete with yourself. So if you're having to stay at a lower weight, stay at a lower weight. If you just want to go up by 5s, you can go up by 5s. You don't have to go up by 15s or 10s or 20s. I've been doing this for 6 to 10 years at this point in time.
Really?
So like, don't expect to be moving at the rate that I am, because I've been doing this for almost a decade at this point in time.
All right. In that case, let's look at 40s. Usually, I
Well,
do.
You can record this. I'll do this too. $45, $55, $70. Look like a weak little boy. Oh. We have the freedom to do as we want, when we want. So we might as well make the most of it, right? Exactly. Ouch.
Usually, in a week, I have 2 chests.
No, man.
No.
All yours. I was gonna use it, dude, because like this bench is so like weird, but all yours. What were you saying?
Usually, I hit 2 chest days in a week,
Mm-hmm.
and I try to separate. Like, one days I start with the bench, and I don't do this one. I do like lighter exercises for like the upper and lower,
Mhm.
and then the other day I start with this and don't do the bench.
Yeah.
So that way I can still be building strength and get the look as well. So, but when I do them back to back, my strength just drops.
Yeah.
Because that's how I was able to do 65s for like almost 8 reps, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But since I did that, I'll just stick with 40s.
Yeah.
No need to overdo it.
So, and you see, like, so what just happened right there, like those are interactions that I feel like would be cool to have documented, because it's just like, that's just how I typically am. It's like having the camera on and being like, oh, this is just how Caleb is. It's like, okay, here's a much more genuine reaction type of thing. Because like clearly the guy, I feel like he was somewhat maybe intrigued or interested in like what we were doing. So he was like, that's just how I would always open up conversations. It's like, oh, you're using this, and it's like we can proceed it somewhere else. But it's like just opening that initial door and seeing if the conversation wants to be taken somewhere else at that point in time.
Okay. Since we're both working out today, or like another time, do you want me to work out ahead of time and then just be your cameraman for that whole gym session?
Dude, I mean, I don't mind. Like, I mean, because I take rest periods in between. So like, if you want, like during the rest period, like after you do your set, like if you want, then you can like get the camera and you can like do the things that you need to as I go get the weight and like start doing my rep. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because I was originally under the impression that for today, like what, because you said you wanted to get clips of me working out. So it's just like, just get clips of me working out. Like it's just like us doing what we're doing, but you're just capturing the said thing. So it's just like, nothing's changed other than it's just like being recorded type of thing. So it's the exact same as what we would typically be doing. And if you need me to hold the camera in between like you doing your set so you don't have to put it away every single time, I'm more than happy to do that for you as well too.
Okay, let's try it. I'll do this set and then drop it and then instantly start recording. And then we'll just keep it going. And when you're done, I'll hand it off to you. And then you can get a clip of me doing a rep. and we'll just keep it going.
Yeah, because that's
Alright.
what I did before when I was at I did that with a different guy that I worked out with out in Grand Junction before, and like we just had the camera and we just changed clips of each of us working out type of thing.
All right, let's try it.
Yeah.
This is more of a new experience with me because the few times I have done this, it was just put it on a tripod and let it go.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, having somebody else that knows camera experience and like has a background in it, like can help.
That's very lucky for both of us. Ugh. Is there a reason why you don't go all the way up
Yeah,
and just like leave it over here?
I've just never like bending my elbows, like straightening my elbows out all the way, has never been like a thing for me. So like I just like being able to just like stop here because like I'm still getting the full engagement. But like me going here, it's the same thing with like say I'm doing leg press. I never want to extend my leg all the way. I always like keeping my leg just like slightly bent because I'm worried that if I straighten them out all the way.
Ah, okay.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
And you just said we're doing shoulders after this, right?
Yeah, we'll just do 3 sets of shoulders, maybe 6. We'll see how I'm feeling.
Okay.
Well,
What do you
it's-
have in mind for shoulders?
I mean, we'll do side flies, we'll do front flies, we'll do some rear delts, probably do some shrugs. Maybe we'll do some presses, but I don't know if we need to do presses today or not. So we'll see on that front. So we'll see how I feel there. But yeah, for the most part, we'll do sides, fronts, rears, and then probably some shrugs too. I just want to get up after we do 2, maybe 3 more sets here. Then we can move on and we can do shoulders at that point in time. I just did 70. You can always get other shots too, like if you don't want them just to be in the mirror. Like I mean, you can always move around and like get like a side angle or something like that of me too.
Yeah.
Like feel free to be creative with like what you're doing and like what other people that you've seen online. Because like there's no right way or wrong way to do content or film things. It's what feels and looks the most aesthetically pleasing to you. Other side, maybe? Yeah. That's good, dude. Oh, fuck me.
Whew. This is going good so far.
I like this. I like this a lot.
Yeah.
Looking decent, bro.
So freaking shredded, my guy.
Like, to me, it doesn't look like it. Today's not too bad, though. We'll do 70, 80, up to 100. See how that looks?
I think this is the first time I'm seeing you sort of like getting pumped. Because usually it's just been like your natural, but now I can see you just getting fucking pumped. Like, damn.
Yeah. My chest has never been. I feel like I have a tiny baby little chest.
Ah,
Like
man.
the smallest
Ah.
of chests.
There you go. You got 18 to 50 mil on there.
You want me to keep
So-
it recording too?
It's been recording, yeah.
Cool.
Have fun with it. Let me take a sip of water first, actually.
Brother. brother. I see what you're saying. Typically, I don't see these things.
It is fun just walking around with a camera, right?
I like this camera. It's a lot like sleeker than the GoPro was.
Yeah.
Or not even than the GoPro was, but like, you know what I mean.
That's what I love about the newer mirrorless cameras that Sony has been releasing.
Mm-hmm.
They put all this power into like the small body,
Yeah.
but you just gotta know how to use it, or else it will just overheat on you. So maybe that's why in the future I might upgrade to the FX30.
Mm-hmm.
It's still it's very similar to this, but it has a fan inside of it. So then, easy 4K vlogs or 4K podcasts,
Yeah.
whatever you need. Even this, if I'm just like doing vlog stuff or trying to record videos, it does 4K easy.
Yeah. The hard part with the 4K, dude, is like I have so many times where like I just don't have memory, so it's just like I have to transfer everything over, and I'm like, it's too much sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, at this rate, in probably like a month or something, I'll have to buy a second 4TB hard drive. It's going out
That's what I'm
fast.
saying. That's why I just shoot in 1080 for right now. I'm like, I'll just keep doing that, and we're good to go. All right, ready? This thing's so nice. Cody?
Oh, finally, we're back.
Oh boy.
Back in the gym. Oh, this makes me feel so happy.
No, I'm glad to have you here, man. I know sometimes it's hard to get ourselves into the gym or just doing anything at all sometimes. So
Very hard.
I do it just doing this, like filming one in public or like doing podcasts, or doing any sort of work, running, walking. Like it takes it's sometimes the hardest thing is just getting there, but as soon as we get there, it's just like everything is just so much easier at that point in time.
Right.
So that's what I try to constantly remind myself of. I'm like, if I just start, then like I'm golden.
Yeah, that was like the main thing I remember from our last conversation at Redbox. This is the first steps that take the discipline, and then the rest is easy because it's fueled by motivation from having that discipline.
It's also like once you start walking too, it's just like, oh, this is nice. I like this, and then you just enjoy the journey through it.
Right.
All right, let's see if I can do these. I was 100, but we'll take 95. Fuck, dude. All right. All right. That'll work.
Good shit, man.
Thanks, dude.
I especially love the tracking in this because it's powered by AI.
Mhm.
So I just have to click on you once and it just recognizes you, man. Through anything. I fucking love it.
See, that's nice. Yeah, I've just kind of come to trust. I'm just like, whenever that's why I like the GoPros, because I don't have to constantly like look down at the camera. So I just kind of I've come accustomed to it. But obviously it does take time to get to that point, because when I first started filming, I was like, am I looking at it like, is it at the right place? And it always seems like it is.
You gotta get used to it.
Exactly.
Especially when you get the settings down.
Mhm.
Like compared to our first videos when I didn't really knew how the tracking works compared to now. It just locks onto you. And it's just good.
Yeah, just good. Did you do anything with the footage that I gave you last time then, or no?
I'm started putting it together. I have an idea.
Mm-hmm.
especially with the beginning and the end, and that's like the most important part of the video.
Yeah.
Because then you can format the rest depending on the beginning and the ending. So I'm like starting to study storytelling now. I got books and stuff.
Because like if you had to give an estimate on when you think you could get the project done, when do you think you would be able to have like a draft finalized?
I mean, probably easily within the next 2 weeks. My biggest goal is to just get some bunch of stuff done before school starts again because it starts on the 16th. So I'm hoping this next week I'll have a good draft ready to go. And then the week after that, it's just like music, sound effects, everything like that. And then I'll have a nice story to tell.
Sweet. Yeah, because I know if it's just like, oh, get to this one, I'm ready, but then it's like, when are you ever going to be ready type of thing? So it's
Right.
a little difficult.
And you can never be ready.
No. You going to do one more set or you good with
One more
doing
set.
fine?
Even though my arms and everything is starting to die, but we still got shoulders after this.
You're good, dude.
Oh.
You bueno.
It's always a left shoulder too.
Yeah, that's how mine was too. No, it's always been my right one for some odd reason.
I swear, it's the left shoulder for everyone that wants to work out. I wonder why that is.
I don't know. Push.
Try.
Push.
I tried.
Push. Push. Push it. Alright. 10, 15. Do not have. I don't know. Just smells like hot chocolate. Do you smell hot chocolate? I smell hot chocolate.
Really? Oh, we're on to shoulders now?
Yeah.
Okay, bet. We just did that with 22s
Yeah.
for warm up.
Yeah.
What the fuck, man? Oh. I'm gonna get those 10s right there.
Yes.
All right, so what was that? You did some
So I
flies
did
and
10 to the side
uh-huh.
and then 10 in front.
Like this or like
Yeah.
neutral grip?
So I usually go this way, but I've had friends tell me you can go supinated, but I've always just gone like overhand.
Okay. I don't usually do neutral grip because I do two different exercises. One like this to get that upper chest, and then one like this to get the front delts.
Yeah.
I usually do them on the cables. They burn like a bitch.
I've always liked dumbbells. I find more joy in doing dumbbells.
Really?
Yeah. Seven, 8, 9, 10, 11. Attaboy.
Once my shoulders are a little warmed up, I might go heavier.
Don't feel like you have to, dude. Like, just stay where you feel comfortable doing it, but push yourself a little bit. Do not have... No, they're not 30s, dude.
What are you looking for?
I want 30s.
30s? 35?
Yeah, there's only one. That's the same thing with the thing over there too. Just like, how are there no?
That's like the best reason
How are there no free
to become super strong, because then you don't have to worry about putting weights.
Dude, I've just never I've never not seen 30s, but oh well. All right. Let's try this once more. Just want some 30s. I don't want 37s. Fine. I don't want 37s, but
When you can't go lighter, you go heavier.
that's all there is. Fuck, dude.
Feeling good?
I'd wanted 30s, but sometimes when you don't get what you want, you gotta do something else instead.
What are you thinking?
What?
You don't want to go like 3 sets or 5, 6 sets? What are you thinking?
We're doing 3 sets here.
3 sets? Okay. So we got 2 more?
You have 2 more, I have 1 more.
Oh yeah. You warmed up with 22s.
Yeah, then I had to go up to 37s. Like a fucking champ, bud. Oh. And then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
On the cables, I can go so much heavier.
Yeah, that's
The
why
dumbbells.
that's why I like dumbbells, dude.
It's a completely different feeling.
'Cause you have to actually work. I mean, I'm not saying you don't have to work on cables, but it's just a different level of effort.
Doing all these weights is making the camera feel so light.
That's what we want. Okay. All right. Oh. Five, 7, 9, 10. No. Four, 7, 3 more. 2. Oh. Dude. Unless you want to call it for you. So you did twice as much on that last one.
I did that because this is pretty light.
Gotcha.
With the dumbbells, the most I've done is like 22 and a half. But after that, I switched to the cables because I could feel the burn and like the muscles way more. So, and when I did switch to the cables, I did start seeing a little more growth than usual. So I guess it depends on what you want to do or just preference. Because both of them, the same exercise, they'll still grow muscle.
Exactly.
I just prefer the cables, but
Yeah, so
it's good to change it up.
we'll do some rear delts right after this. So if you want to call that good, we can just go off and do some cables.
I'll do a quick set. I usually knock out rear delts on back days.
Oh yeah, no, I've always done it on shoulders. We'll just do one set on the cables most likely.
Okay.
And then I'm pretty gassed at that point, so finish up with a stretch and then we can call it.
Oh, you do stretches after the workout? Okay.
So I do more static stretching, so I can do more holds. Ten, 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
This is that second set back to back.
No, dude, you got it.
Burns
Last 10.
it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh boy. Wish I did. And that's to you.
All right. Do you do the rear delts on the cables?
Yeah.
Bet.
Do you not stop recording? You just keep it recording the whole time typically?
What?
On the camera? Do you mainly just keep it recording?
I'm just gonna keep it recording.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Go
But
find it.
when I have the tripod set up, I just record right when I'm about to begin,
Yeah.
and I just keep it going. And if I'm gonna switch places, sometimes I stop it, sometimes I don't. Still experimenting with it.
We'll go over this way. I would like. Yeah, we'll just do this one.
First time here, and you instantly found the perfect machine for it.
For which one?
Yeah.
I wanted to do cables, but this will work. With this, just because, fuck, dude. This is why having a hat is nice, and I see why that Sam dude does it. Because, like, when you get on things where you put your chest against it, like, ouch. This one feel in? This does.
This lighting is so pristine right now.
10.
Oh man, Caleb, you gotta see your back. The lighting with the sun shining in, it just looks so good.
When you do yours, just watch the mic. So I don't know if you want me to hold the mic while you do your set.
Just clip it onto my glasses.
I mean, if you want to, you can try. Will it stay?
Let's find out.
Put it up. Oh yeah, I guess that would work. I was thinking put it down, but I mean, if it stays that way, then.
Ah, that's true. Clipped onto my hair. There we go.
That work?
Yeah, it's got some pretty good clips. So.
Okay.
How do I look?
Look good, dude. Look good. Look good as always.
Let's see. We'll do a light set just to get the feel of it again. With this, I always do like one light set to like really feel the muscles.
Just smart.
Because the rear delts are like kind of hard to target, right?
Yeah.
So just get that mind muscle connection going. I go really light, go slow, really feel it. Sometimes I just like do this without weight, just to feel like the traps and rear delts going. Get the movement ready. Because if I'm like not focusing my movement, I'm using chest.
Yep. Do your set.
Let's do it.
Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Oh man, I'll probably stay at that because of how tired I am.
I can, so, you wanna know how I can tell that you're done?
Ah,
You're talking a lot more and not doing your set than you were at the beginning.
true.
You're distracting you're like, oh, I'm just gonna chat and like, go, and no, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just,
I didn't even notice that, honestly.
that's why I was like, do your set, because I can tell that you're getting fatigued and you don't want to go. But these are the like moments like that, I think are the most crucial ones, because that's where like I think true strength starts to come from, because that's when you have to dig deep.
Right.
I've worked out with so many people that I can tell, like when they're at that point where it's like, all right, I'm done. And I'm getting there, but I'm like, I'm still just pushing myself because I know I had like 2 more things that I wanted to do before getting to that point. So there's nothing wrong with it. It's just something that I noticed.
Thanks for telling me that. I wouldn't have noticed at all
Yeah.
if you didn't point it out. Because
Yeah.
that was like completely unconscious. Like, yeah, I do this. Like, it helps me much more. Just trying to avoid it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even think of it as avoiding, but it's like, you're right, that's an unconscious thing.
Because we'll talk about certain things. Like we'll be like, okay, I want to, like, we'll go down this lengthy route. And I think it's okay, like when we did heavy, like when I was doing bench at the beginning, because like when you go heavier, you need more time to recover in between your sets.
Right.
But with things like this, like the accessory things, these are things that I'm used to just being like, because your body doesn't need as much time to recover because the weight isn't as intense.
Right, there you go.
You said you were done, so I was like, I didn't know if you were done.
I said I was going to keep it at that weight.
Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Attaboy.
Are you done? One more?
3 sets.
Got it.
3 sets. Did you move this again?
What's up?
You're good. Six, 7, 8, 7. No, one more, or are you done?
One more. No more of that distraction. No more pussy talk. Oh my god. What?
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Attaboy. See, I could have made us do the thing that Zach was telling us last time. When I don't know if it was on the podcast episode or not, but like where you just We do it with weights. You just go here,
Oh, I
you go
remember.
here, and then you can slowly go up. Then you go back over, and you go back down. You just hold it here.
That's gonna fry everything.
I've done that with weights before. It's pretty
Really?
fun.
How'd it go?
I mean, I enjoy it. Like, if we would have just been doing shoulders today, I would have been doing more of that. But since we weren't doing just shoulders,
Right.
I was like, we'll just do a little shoulder workout. Where's your guys' turf area? Is it over there? I'm guessing. You
Yeah.
grab your stuff.
Do you mind holding the tripod? I'll put it back in the bag in a minute. So basically go over to the glass and then take a hard right.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, steps over there. Oh, you said right. I took left.
That's a left.
Yeah.
Hard right, hard left. What's the difference?
I mean, they both get you to the same place, right?
Eventually, it is a big loop.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
So the squat racks are back there,
Oh, nice.
and the turf is right on your right.
Over there.
Yep.
But are they? I don't know. This is where I typically just stretch, I guess. Okay, so you got quite a few squat racks.
It's not that big, but it works.
I just want to do some.
I usually just stretch here. I
That's
don't do
all I was
much.
gonna do too.
So there's 6 squat racks there, and there's a bunch more stuff behind you. There's a
Fuck, dude.
That was cool.
Thanks.
Was
Yeah.
that your dynamic stretching, or was that just a?
That was just me
Show off.
fucking around for a minute. I did abs yesterday, so I don't think I'll do them today. Am curious. I might ask homeboy. See what he's trying to do. Are you trying to do anything with the handstands, or is it just?
Sorry?
Are you trying to do anything with the handstands, or just trying to get better at using like?
Trying to, well, some days I do push-ups,
Yeah.
but I do those against the wall.
Mhm.
But I'm just trying to like do a hold
A hold.
as long as I can.
Are they easier with the bars then, compared to like doing them flat hand? Do you know?
It's like, it's different. It's just easier on my wrist.
Mhm.
So if I were to, I do them almost every day. So that's why I have it easier on my wrist. 'Cause
Yeah.
If I don't, it's just. But it's different. You use a little different muscles, like.
Mhm.
But you just have to practice.
Because are you trying to do like a plunge up then, or anything like that, or you're just trying to just mainly hold
Well,
it right
eventually, yeah.
now? Yeah.
I want to like. I'm really not flexible enough to go from the like static,
Mhm.
but that's the goal.
Yeah. I mean, like. That's one of the things I've been wanting to do too. Is just like go here,
Right.
but it's just like I don't know if is it the hips mobility. Like what? Do you know what needs to be worked on to get that?
It's mobility a lot, and it depends on how long your arms. If you
Uh-huh.
have longer arms, it's going to be easier. But since I don't really have that long of arms, so it just means you have to get down farther, or like.
Yeah. I mean, I don't feel like my arms are long either. It's just I've done yoga enough to where like
Right.
I've
So-
kind of got
so
that
for us, it's
flexibility
like we really
aspect.
have to like stretch our lower back hamstrings, so that way we can like get down farther.
Because in the plans, like the up, is that coming from the hip flexors then, or like where's that? Like what muscle would you need? Do you know? Because I personally don't know, so I was like I wasn't
It's kind
sure.
of like a lot
Yeah.
of different factors, a lot of different things at play.
Gotcha. Do you mind if I try them on your bars real quick?
Go ahead. I was doing planche earlier.
Like flange, I don't know what flange is. Oh fuck, dude. Oh my god. Yeah, I see what you're saying. It is it's different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, I just find it easier on my wrists.
I've done it with kettlebells before.
Oh,
That was
sketchy.
a little bit. But like if I do like 80-pound, 90-pound kettlebells, it's like they should stay stationary. Sometimes they do, sometimes they
A
don't.
good thing that I do is like that obviously will lift your hands off the ground a little bit.
Yeah.
Make it a little easier for the static, but you really need ones that are like this high.
Okay.
Because that would be a good weight if you wanted to be static.
And then what is a planche again? Like what? Because you said you were doing those earlier.
It's when you're like you're horizontal.
Oh, and you're holding it up.
Yeah. So when your back is like flat.
Yeah.
But I was doing those with a band.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean that's how I learned muscle ups was with the band. Was like having that and helped me up there. So that helped out a lot too. We're also matching, dude. We got the Under Armour green shirts chain on.
I noticed that.
Fucking love it, brother.
Doing handstands.
Right? I was like, hey, it's another version of me, I guess. Oh.
Yeah, that's really good. I mean, you see people that it takes them a minute to get used to it. But yeah, you're killing it.
Thanks, man. Yeah, the other gym I go to, the Vasta, typically. And there's this guy that I ran into there. I don't know if you've seen those like the plat things, like they're red, like they're step up blocks that they use, and I think maybe in Pilates. But he'd set them up like down the turf, and we just do like hand balancing, like walking up and down. It's fun, man. It's real fun. I just want to get to the point where like I can go like one hand or something like that. I feel like that'd be pretty sick. But I just like
I've done that against the wall, but it's like barely.
the wall. That's about as good as I can get it. Because here and over,
Oh, that's good.
like it's not. There's. I know people say it's better to spread my legs.
Yeah, it'd help if you straddle.
Yeah. I like making things difficult for myself for some reason.
Doing it the hard way, like good on you, but yeah.
I could save myself a whole lot of effort if I didn't do it that way, but what are you gonna do? Right? Caleb, by the way. Kevin, nice to meet you, man.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, no problem.
See, those are typically how I have interactions. And those are the interactions that I would more, like those are the interactions that I enjoy having, not like the fabricated ones type of thing. Or it's just I see somebody, let's say, doing something that I myself already am doing. And we can kind of go from there.
And that was the type of interaction you wanted on camera too, wasn't it? And we finally got a really good one.
Yeah, I don't know how much. I was just like, I'm just having a normal conversation. And that's what I was saying, dude. Like, I feel like if I don't make it a big deal, it's not a big deal. When you make it a big deal, then it becomes a big deal.
It's when you start thinking about it. You just gotta not think about it and just go do it.
Yeah, and that's why I'm like, it's basically like I'm just talking with you. And that's it. Like, there's no, it's just, I'm just having a conversation. Which I just like that mentality a lot more. But I'm still trying to figure out, how I could do that. But, fuck, dude. Ouch. It's rough. How you feeling?
Feeling great.
Yeah.
We got a cool room downstairs that has really good lighting if you want to
Okay.
go pose there. I know you're not much of a poser, but
I'm farthest from a poster than.
I know. I saw it in the GoPro clips. You're like trying to pose, like it's obvious you don't pose.
No, I don't.
at all.
I've just never been a poser. And like, I say, I use it in two terms. I've never been somebody that's felt like I've had to pose for any reason. So. Oh. Believe in yourself, conquer your goals. That's all I do is believe. Believe, believe, believe. Oh.
You gotta teach me mobility sometime.
What?
You gotta teach me mobility stretches sometime.
I mean, this is all yoga stuff mainly, but I'm happy to. Like, what do you want to know?
Anything. My mobility is terrible.
What mobility aspects do you lack in most?
Legs?
Legs. So, if you want hips, good one for hips is pigeon. That's the one that I always like, where you just have your leg at a 90-degree angle in front of you, and then you're just here. I mean, obviously, like, your face said that you can't even do a 90, which I mean, that's
Probably.
okay.
Probably not.
Like, I mean, that's where you can also do 90s. This also helps with your hips. I always do figure 4 as well, where you just put one leg in front of you and your other leg on top. Which, I mean, with this, if you really wanted to, can always go here, which will work your hip even more. So, I mean, there's a ton of mobility stuff, but that's why I like doing yoga, is because it brings together like the strength and the flexibility aspects of it, which I've just always enjoyed. Because I feel like if you don't have the mobility, especially say like in your ankle, and you like pistol squats, ankles are always a good thing to be able to do those. Sweet.
You good?
Yeah.
All right.
All good.
I'm gonna stop it there for now, and then if you want to go do some posing,
Yeah, I mean, I can try. I've never done it.
I think it'd be love to just have like a proper look at your pumped up body on camera.
You can do that.
Yeah, that was a good workout. We've been anticipating that one for like a long time.
Do you guys do hand balancing at all? Hand balancing? No. No. Like handstands.
Oh, no, we were just talking about how that's cool.
Yeah.
We gotta learn how to do that. Yeah.
Have you ever tried or no?
I mean, I can do a handstand, but not like hold it.
Well, like, I mean, what's the difference between not holding one and holding one? Like, is it, because like, are you going too far forward? Or are you not going like far enough?
Yeah, I
Like,
think it's a balance thing.
yeah.
Not a good balance.
No? I mean, balance is hard. I've struggled with balance for years. I still struggle with balance.
Yeah.
Like, I look at handstands as kind of like a little bit of a metaphor where it's just like if I'm holding the handstand, like I can kind of balance other things and it helps me focus on like just one thing.
Yeah.
Like we did a podcast with a buddy of mine a couple of weeks ago, and he was saying that the one time that his mind is completely blank is like when he's doing a handstand type of thing. And I was like, I kind of feel the exact same way. Whenever my mind is rushing, I can't hold it. But like if I just slow down and I just breathe and I just focus on the handstand, then I can hold it like no problem.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's on it. New Year's resolution.
Hey, I mean, if you guys ever want to have a lesson, I don't come here at all. But like, I mean, he can't help you. The other Kevin was it Kevin? I don't remember his name.
I'm terrible with names. Don't even look at
I
me.
think you guys should probably selling yourself short.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet you could do it. Like, because if you really wanted to learn, like I always recommend going up against a wall. So like instead of like doing your back against the wall, turn, go sideways, and have like your stomach against the wall, so you're not having as much of like a banana back arch. And then like I just did 5 minutes a day for like a couple of months or so, and then I was able to hold it a lot better. So it's just a matter of just like, it doesn't have to be a lot, it's just a little bit every single day. Because if I was doing it for an hour or 2 hours or 10 minutes, 20 minutes, like I get frustrated and pissed off at myself and be like making no progress. So I was like 5 minutes works for me. Yeah. Caleb, by the way.
Nice to meet you. Nicole.
Nicole, nice to meet you.
Peyton.
Peyton, nice to meet you. You guys have a good night.
You too.
It's always when I stop recording, Caleb.
This is
Every time.
that's when you're just like, all right, just
From now on, I'm just never gonna hit the just stop recording button until I wave you off when we're in our cars.
yeah, basically. I mean, so I think this is good because like it gets you used to seeing like I'm always going, even if it doesn't seem like I'm
There's
on
no
the go.
start stop. It's just constant,
Because-
and that's where I want to be too. So this is good that I get to watch you
I
and
also
learn
don't-
you.
Like half the time when I do it, I don't. Is it what? I don't know. Room.
That's the room, by the way.
This one. People are in this room.
Yeah. Usually it
Taking
doesn't.
class. Cyclist members reservations available to ensure spaces in your favorite class. Please see the front desk for details.
You just want to go all the way to the end. Right here, usually. That's where I do it. Oh, there's a nice little corner here, too. I know it's not the best, but
How'd the other room look? Have you tried this one?
yeah, that one's pretty good, too.
Yeah, no, it's just sometimes like conversations, like sometimes I just want to say it before I leave. So I just kind of go that route instead.
Yeah, just like go right under one of these lights.
See, I'm no lighting at all. Oh, goodness gracious.
Try this one out for size. Right here. God damn. Why you gotta look so good, man?
It's just hard work and dedication.
You're right. You deserve every bit of it.
Thank you. I just don't understand. Oh, it's just so interesting. I don't even know, my boy. It's called legs, a little diaper. See, I just don't understand. Oh, dude, my back, bro. Ow. See, I don't even know. There's something else like. Push.
You wanna look at me for a second? The mirrors have like a greenish tint to them.
Pass the fuck out. I've just never seen my back before. Then if it's a fucking a second. Keep everything tight. Oh. That's what running does. Exercise.
This is in fact very inspiring.
Diet, hard work, discipline, starvation in some regards too. So it's a little bit of everything.
Yes, sir.
I used to be able to do backflips, and I
Really?
landed on my face,
Oh,
and now I'm
no.
absolutely terrified to do
Oh,
backflips
no.
now. So
Who wouldn't?
I just don't do them as much as I once did.
Oh, man. Who wouldn't be terrified?
I don't even know what I'm weighing at right now. It's probably. Actually, I don't know.
All right. Now I'm gonna do some posing, just so I can get that.
Do you want me to get
motivation.
clips of you doing it or no?
I don't need clips right now.
You want me to take your audio too? You want to call that good or you want to keep? Works for me. That was good, dude. I don't know how it was going to be received or what people think, but I think that worked.